What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here. And in this video, this is part 3 of the Walmart status for 2023 and beyond. And in this video, Steven, who is my partner with these Walmart automation stores, reveals the all new method we are using in 2023 and beyond to take Walmart to a whole new level. Now, this is beyond the trenches of drop shipping. It's beyond the trenches of e-commerce, and it's showing just how Walmart is trying to gain some market share on Amazon. So I bring that insight from Steven as well as myself. So I'm super fired up to show you this new way to do Walmart. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. And before we jump into this with Steven, I just wanted to remind everyone that if you want more information on how to either drop your ship yourself and or to get a fully automated store, my email is below. And that includes what we're about to talk about in this video, which, as I said, is totally industry changing, particularly in Walmart. So let's go ahead and jump right into that interview, part 3 with Steven. All right, so I'm here with Steven, and this is part 2 of our interview on status of Walmart in 2023. But this time we're going to take a little bit of a turn, and we're going to talk about something that's a little bit different. And it's one of the things that I always tell everyone out there that watches my channel: as business people, as entrepreneurs, we should be evolving with what's going on. So the best way to do this when it comes to e-commerce is to look at what's happened with Amazon and how people evolved. At one point, as crazy as it might sound, drop shipping was the thing to do on Amazon, and everybody was drop shipping. And then it gradually evolved and it became what we know today as FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, which, for those of you guys that don't know, you're going to learn a little bit about that here in a second, because Steven's got news. Walmart has launched their own version of FBA, and it's something called WFS. So this video is all going to be about evolving as an e-commerce entrepreneur, specifically evolving on Walmart, and what you have to do if you are selling on Walmart and doing well, and you want to kind of position yourself to already evolve and be ready for the next big wave that Walmart is betting all their money on. They're putting a ton of money into this. They believe it's the next evolution of their platform. And this is what they will continue to do to try and chip away at the huge edge that Amazon has. And I think they're doing a really solid job. Although they wiped every drop shipper off the planet with the bannings. Steven, tell us about this. He was telling us in the last video, and it was just a bloody massacre. But now anybody that's doing two-step is thriving in this particular environment. And I believe that if you add a little bit of extra things like WFS, you can really set yourself up to have some huge numbers. So Steven, before I know I ranted on there for a little bit, but I just want to let people know, if you do want to learn more about Steven's services and what kind of automation he does have available, my email is below. I'd be more than happy to jump on a call with you and talk about this and all the options that you do have. But first, let's talk about this brand new option that you have. So I know I've got a lot of questions about it. I'll be taking notes while I talk to you as I learn more about this myself, because you know, I as well just learned about this. So I'm kind of happy to want to learn more about it, since it's something that's brand spanking new. But do you want to tell people out there first? Let's start with, what is WFS? Like, give it to them in layman's terms, because I can sometimes overcomplicate shit. But let's just hear it from you. You're the expert on it, and let's find out more about it.
Let's keep it simple. It's Walmart fulfillment seller, right? So a few months ago, right, we were able to just get on a Walmart account and fulfill it. Fulfill all the products, all the sales, everything through our own warehouse. And you needed to be like pretty much verified seller in order to get into WFS. But now they open the portal to every single seller on Walmart recently to just apply and get active on WFS. So now we can actually be purchasing the inventory up front, and we can actually send it to Walmart without issues. And they will be taking care of every single aspect of the business, which is pretty much fulfilling the products that you're selling on the account. And you don't have to worry about the metrics either, because they're doing everything for you. So yeah, that's pretty much in simple terms what WFS is.
And you know, how is it if you were to compare the two? Because I know you've had a lot of experience doing Amazon past, correct?
Yep.
How different is it in terms of the platform in general? Like, how different is it? Which one do you like better in general?
Well, to be honest, I like Walmart way more than Amazon. And the reason behind this is because Amazon, sometimes you can send the pallet with a wrong weight, right? And then they just tell you, hey, you send it with the wrong weight, and now that like we're not accepting it in the warehouse. So you're literally stuck with inventory that you bought, and they're not willing to give it back to you. It's just missing. It's just in the air. It's floating inventory that you cannot recover, right? That's one thing. Another thing that doesn't happen within Walmart is that you send a product and then it gets lost. Like I haven't seen that yet in Walmart. So that's another
Happens all
huge
the time.
benefit. Yeah, that's really good. The customer service in Walmart is really good when it comes to WFS. Like you can literally call them and they will be able to help you. And once like I received an email throughout all of my accounts that they were not even on WFS, but like an email, general email saying that there was a missing pallet that they couldn't find the seller. So they were trying to find who the seller was and if they had evidence of the proof of purchase of that specific SKU, which is something I've never seen on Walmart, like I mean on Amazon. Like them sending an email to all of the sellers like, hey, we have a pallet that is not assigned to anyone. We're trying to find who is the owner of this pallet or of these products. So those are a little bit of the things that I like about Walmart, when it comes to WFS. Also, the fact that you can sell the product at a little bit more expensive price than a third-party seller that's doing it through their own warehouse, and you're still winning the buy box. So we have that advantage in that aspect.
So let me ask you, this brought up a bunch of questions, so I am taking notes over there. Um, what percentage of the sales or do you, I guess it should start with this. Do you offer just straight WFS service, or is all the WFS automation that you offer sprinkled in the other drop shipping automation?
I mean, it's pretty much the same program, right? If you're joining my program, you have the option to do WFS, and you have to do you have the option to do two-step drop shipping as well. We like to do the hybrid model because that keeps the account in the eyes of Walmart healthier, right? Like we're fulfilling everything on time. We have some inventory with them. So when we're doing this hybrid model, that means that they're trusting us way more, and hence the reason why we're not seeing suspensions and terminations either, right? Because they're now seeing, oh, these guys have inventory. They're literally sending every single product from their warehouse. And I mean, yes, I believe that there is no reason for me just to offer a WFS and two-step dropshipping when we can take advantage of the both and just combine it in one service. But yes, I mean there are some people or some clients that they tell me like, hey, I want to do just strictly WFS. We do offer that as well.
Okay, that's amazing. I didn't even
Yeah,
know that, but now I know that.
yeah.
What kind of profits are you seeing on those accounts in terms of just the WFS products?
Okay, so we're seeing anywhere from like 18 to 30% ROI. And in this case, the turnaround is about a month and a half. We purchase the inventory, right? We receive that in our warehouse and then we send it to Walmart. That process can take anywhere from like a week to two. And then once Walmart receives those products, the turnaround is a month. Like we usually don't want to keep the stock in Walmart for over a month because then we start getting storage fees, which is something that we don't want because that can lower the ROI.
And have you seen any, I don't know how familiar you are with the Amazon storage fees, but that is a huge concern for sellers as each year's gone on. Not only have they gone up in price, but they've tacked on these long-term storage fees and these holiday storage fees. Are those storage fees any different than their regular storage fees, or are they comparable to Amazon, or are they better for the seller?
I think they're better for the seller with Walmart right now. I mean, as of today, these platforms are always constantly changing and evolving. But as of today, like we can't compare Amazon fees with Walmart fees. They're way, way, way cheaper in terms of like for us, the sellers on Walmart. So, and there is a lot of fees that are like hidden, like you just said, like holidays fees and stuff like that that Walmart doesn't have when it comes to WFS.
And the last question I have for you, is the platform the same platform on the back end? So is it the same login for WFS as it is the drop shipping platform.
Yes, that is correct. We have the same platform, yeah, same login access, and then we can handle the inventory separately, but it's exactly the same platform, same seller center.
And there's a lot of people. Do you find it, because there's a lot of people that always come to me with this question, do you find it easier to load products for WFS as opposed for drop shipping? Because with drop shipping, it's all done through the API and you have to do it through spreadsheets. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, I'm so scared of spreadsheets. I'm so scared of it, Steven. They're horrible. Is it easier or is it the same thing?
It's the same thing actually. Yeah, it is the same thing.
Yeah, people are scared shitless of these spreadsheets and they act like, they're a virus. They act like they're COVID.
As I mean, I kind of understand them. At the beginning it was just like a lot of numbers and like the columns have to match and the colors and everything. And there is a lot of errors when you upload a spreadsheet without the proper information. But once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. It's not rocket science. So
Right. And they do have a pretty good, I'm assuming now that their customer service is a lot better than what it was in the past, because in the past it was a nightmare.
well, customer service in terms of drop shipping, it's a little bit still of a nightmare. Right now, actually, they're responding cases way faster than before. But when it comes to WFS, you have a phone number, and literally you can get in touch with a person, and they can help you fix any issues that you have right in the spot. So that's really good. And that's also why one of the reasons why we're pushing for our clients or investors to also have a little bit of a stock every single month on WFS, because that will just boost the trust of Walmart within our services.
And last question, is this customer service people in another country or some of them in
Oh
the US?
no, they're from US.
Wow, that is
They're
huge.
from
Wow.
I
Okay,
know.
well, I'm sure people out there are going to be super excited about that. I'm excited about that. You don't get a person in the USA that's doing customer service that much anymore. Almost everything's been outsourced. But
Yes.
well, Steven, I really appreciate. Let me ask you one final question. How profitable do you foresee WFS being in the next year? And are you going to heavily move more towards WFS versus drop shipping, or how do you foresee things to play out? And what kind of plan are you making for your business as a whole and your clients for 2023 and beyond with Walmart?
Okay, so when it comes to um, WFS, I truly believe that it will be profitable just as long as you have really good suppliers, as long as you have really good connections, which we do. There is no reason for the profits to go lower, right? And we are definitely pushing towards more towards more clients that are going into WFS, because at the end of the day, that's what this platform is pushing towards to. They wanna have a little bit more of control in terms of like how they're handling their customer service, how they're handling the shipment of the products, are they arriving on time or not. And we believe that obviously WFS is the best way to go if you want to have a longevity store. I think, and even it's obviously even better than two-step drop shipping for the long run, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. So you guys heard it here. If you want to learn more information about WFS or any of the options, my email is below and you can find out more about Steven's services. But Steven, thank you so much for joining us. And as usual, question and comments below. Always personally answer those. And thanks again.
Bye-bye.